How's it going, guys? Good to see you. Dom, thanks for the gift, mate. Okay, good to go. How's it going, mate? You alright? Where's my chalk? Evening, Chris. You alright? Do a tour of Africa, play against players from Africa. I mean, I've currently got a plan to kind of tour around the UK, so I'm going to start doing the UK, and if that goes well, then obviously, yeah, I'd definitely branch out. Whether Africa is like the first continent, or it's Europe, or Asia, or America, who knows? But yeah, one day, hopefully. Channel just has to get big enough for me to be able to do that. So keep watching the live streams, keep liking the videos, and yeah, obviously it will hopefully build. When you come to Bournemouth, Bournemouth is on the list. Basically, we've kind of started to branch out of Southampton now. We've done Andover, we've done a few in Portsmouth. Bournemouth is kind of next on the list, but it won't be until kind of late October, November that we probably go there. But it is on the list. Andover mentioned, yeah, Andover, we've reviewed a couple of pubs. They're on my YouTube channel. So if you go on to my YouTube and check out pool table reviews, we've done the Southampton Arms, the Globe, and why do I think we've done one more there? We might have just done two in Andover actually. Isle of Man, one day. It's on the list. It's on the list. Yeah, we did the Globe. It's a nice space, that table. That's probably going to be released in about a week, I think. Yeah, it's an alright table. Mainly the space, which is the it's mainly the space which is the good part about that, I would say. Just watched your last table review, was hoping to see how your Supreme winner is different from that one in the pub with the metal line. It's very difficult to describe unless you actually play on it. It's basically, this one is flatter than that one. That one almost feels like it's a millimetre like higher. So it's very difficult to break without scratching your cue against it. I don't know why, I don't know if that's a specific variation or just that table in general, or it's been replaced with a metal line or metal strip. Put it this way, I just came back from playing on the Ultimate Pool Challenger series, and I played on the Rasson Apollo for the weekend. Has anyone else heard about the Rasson Apollo or played on it yet? Just give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you've played on it or heard of it, and I'll start talking about it. Obviously, it's very mixed feedback from professionals and challengers on the tours. Yeah. All right, let's get a practice frame and then we'll try and clear the table. That's a good start. This table is in the link in my bio. This to practice. This is a 7-foot table. Alright, let's get into it. So I'm going to try and clear the table from the break. Struggling on this table already, but yeah, just sub to the YouTube. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, I haven't played on this table for 5 days now, and it's definitely telling. Only Paul. Oh, nice one, Chris. Glad to hear that. Be sure to keep liking the live if you can, please, guys. Going to be doing some practice session. Doing a practice session, talking through what I'm doing, and generally how I'm thinking when I'm clearing the table. And I'm going to play around with my break today because the Challenger was a disaster. Appreciate the gift, Pete. Alright, what are we doing here then? Not really much you can do. It's probably not a clearance. It might be a game where you play a little bit more tactically. But if you were at the table, actually I'm not going to ask you what you would do because this is not a finish. I'll give it a go, but I'm kind of going to make it up as I go. This is a real issue for both balls and it's very difficult to break out with both balls. But we'll see what we can do. I see no way. Digging myself a hole here. Hit this, try and get this yellow to maybe hit this red or something like that. Okay, it's out, which was the most important thing. So it goes this ball to here, this ball to here, this ball. Try and get that red out if I can from this ball, and then black goes in the corner. I might double that, but we'll see. How's the new tables on the Challenger? Ridiculously good. So much better than these, in my opinion. Not everyone thinks that way, but they're just so slick. Oh, you twat. Would have been a finish. going to finish? No. The Rassons are all 7 foot. 7 foot by 4 foot. Same size as this. Basically, the way I describe the Rasson, and I promote this table because this is a great table, but just to put it into perspective, if you're from the UK, you've probably heard of something called a track day, which is where you go and you drive a car for like 3 laps, like a supercar, like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. Basically, imagine going to a track day, driving a Lamborghini for 3 laps, which is basically the Apollo, and then getting back into your Fiat Punto and driving home. That is the winner, is the Fiat Punto. But not everyone thinks that way. I just think that way. That's how much better it is, in my opinion. Nice one, Leon. Hopefully it goes well, mate. All right, so that's 0-1. Messed up that first one. On to players again. One day, mate. One day. I'll be back there. Yeah, I went to a couple of clubs in the, I say the north. They're north to me because everything's north to me. But yeah, I was in Players Lounge this weekend and Dishers in Crewe. I was there on Sunday. I don't play 9-ball because this is English pool. We don't really play 9-ball in English pool. Yeah, I can't get on with this break. Don't know what to do. Yeah, I'm sponsored. I work with them, Scott, on certain things, not everything. Yeah, basically my break this weekend, to give you perspective, played my first challenger game. Front ball break. I had 5 breaks in the match, 4 in-offs, 1 dry. And I just kind of, from there, just completely lost the ability to break and just what to do. No confidence in it at all. So this session actually is more about trying to learn to hit a break that's even giving me some balls on this. The thing that I have learned from the Apollo is cut break. Cut break on the Apollo. That's the reason why I'm practicing right now. It doesn't work on my table because it's not as fast. But a power cut break on the Apollo is really the only break you need. That's from speaking to a lot of the pros as well. And obviously when I got knocked out of both tournaments and then went afterwards, I was speaking to one of the pros and they told me just cut break. And so I tried a couple of cut breaks when I was out and it was the best I'd broken all weekend, but it's not going to work on this table. Cloth's too slow. Just, yeah. So we'll just stick with the front break and I'll carry on. I'm 0-1. Those last 2 breaks don't count. I was practicing. Okay. What am I doing? Putting the scoreboard up, that's what I'm doing. So right now I'm just practicing, mate. I'm not at Players. I was at Players yesterday. Alright, what would you do in this situation? Let's ask the audience. Would you go reds or yellows? Write down the colour in the chat. We're playing international rules, so I can't play yellow onto red. That would be black ball rules. Unless the yellow goes in afterwards, which I could do, but probably won't. So yeah, what colour are you going, reds or yellows? Remember, think about the problem balls, don't think about the easy balls. So I think the majority of people saying reds, I am going to agree. The only real issue with reds is this is your first ball, which kind of takes you over here away from stuff. I don't know what would be second ball after that, actually. That ball going into this space is really not a good area. But if I can land here, I can at least say, play a plant next. I was trying to get to this position and play a plant onto this, but this is really my only bad ball. If I can get that out second shot, then ideal. Third shot, sorry, then ideal. So yeah, goal, get there. Okay. What am I going to do with this shot? Right. This one's going to take not a lot of thinking, but a little bit of thinking because I want to be careful. I've got two options. I can play this red onto this red, try and get to there, and have this red next. I don't know where this red's going to go though. It's probably going to go here, it might come out to here, or it might even go in. No, it's what it's going to do. I need to, in order to get to there, I need to pop this red, hit this red on the right side of this red, which means it's going to hit this jaw and come back towards these yellows, which I do not want. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll it in and leave myself an angle like this to play this one next. Okay, so it's still tricky because of this yellow. Everything's just a little bit tricky. I could potentially try and land here to get this ball out, but I'm not too worried about this ball. Tended to leave that last and then black goes in here. Still don't exactly know what's going to happen because I'm relying on a little bit of luck with what I do with this yellow. Play that. If I can land here, then I can play a controlled shot to screw into that yellow and leave that red long. Leave the cue ball here for this red. So that's all I'm trying to do, is go through this gap. If I can land there, there would be perfect. Wow, just completely decelerated on that. And I'm in no man's land. Terrible shot. So now it's probably not a clearance because of one bad shot, but we'll carry on. Try and cut this. If I can use that yellow, if I can just hit that yellow full ball, then I've got a chance, but I don't think I can. Relying on a lot of luck. Might even miss it. I don't know where the hell it's going. I'm just whacking this. Yeah, and you can see one bad positional shot and it's all just difficult from there. All right, so this ball into this cushion here, come over to here, play this ball in here next, no shot on the black, wishful thinking of any kind of clearance, but hey ho, it's the first frame, right? Wasn't even on the red. All right, so 0-2, not too mad about it. Planning on switching to a carbon fibre playing cue. The second Q-Tech make a 9mm carbon fibre attachment to that, or shaft to that cue, I will switch to it. But they don't right now. They do have one prototype and there's only one person who has it. Chris Melling. Chris Melling is the only prototype of that cue. And I want it. Apologies if I missed any questions. Just if I'm talking and like pointing at what I'm going to do, likelihood is I'm not going to be able to see the chat. Okay, one sec. Nice, standard. Right. I'm not going to give you an option because you're going to go yellows here 100% of the time. The first shot is leading me. I mean, you got that shot, which is freaking difficult, or you've got a cut here, but the cue ball's out of control. So I think you've got to try and get through this gap, two cushions, and try and get out, and rely on a little bit of luck. Get lucky. So at least I'm on. Didn't even see that. At least I'm on this one to here. Black goes. So they all have pockets now. The natural order will probably be this one to here, this one second, try and get out to here, and then finish these four. Don't know exactly how, but that's the natural order. Just getting another piss ball shot, but hey ho. We move on. Oh, I'll belt this in. This isn't going to go in if I hit it. I don't know. Shot. Okay. All right, so now we've got a little bit more control. Start to think the finish. So I think naturally this is the last ball because of where the black is, right? And the fact that this yellow is in the way. So this ball is the first ball, you get to here, or roughly there. Got to leave an angle on this ball. Well, you could do this one of two ways, depending on what angles you're leaving yourself. The first option is come forwards to here, play this one to there, play this one to there, play that one, and then play that one. The second option is get to here, play this one, maybe even play a plant, or play this one, and then this one. I think personally I prefer option 1, getting to here and playing this to swing around. I think I prefer that, but what would you guys do? Right, option 1 or 2, which one would you do? Well, now I'm tempted, I'm going to option 2. Option 2 I think is just more control. This red, you just risk over hitting it and like getting this red involved. You don't need to do that. So. Alright, got a clearance. 1 clearance so far. Apologies if I missed any comments. Again, if I'm at the table talking, I'm probably not watching the screen, so I can't see the comments. So if you want any questions, the best time to ask is when I'm re-racking the balls. So I'm not once has lost. I tell you what, Sam, probably one of the most improved players that I've seen on an amateur level in a very long time. I don't know if that was in relation to someone, I don't know. Or a reply to someone, sorry. Is 9mm standard for an English pool? What, the tip? Anywhere from kind of 7.5 to 10, I would say. So if you're going with an average, probably 8.5/9mm is the average tip size, I would say. But it all varies. Some professionals have a 7.5, some have a 10. Like, it's all personal preference. Cue ball all over the gaff. Go in though. Love it. Alright. Yeah, he's playing loads, that's why he's improving. So that's why whenever anyone asks me how do you get better, just play all the time. Play all the time. Who's the best junior? What age? It's quite an important bit of context. Alright, again, what colour are you going? Reds or yellows? Reds or yellows? 12.5 is American, not English. Best under 18, wow. Depends, I don't know. Deacon Murphy maybe, one of. Cohen Bradford's up there. Oh, Jaden Billingham, I'm talking about. Yeah, Jaden is, I would say, probably the best under 18. Yeah, Jaden Billingham's probably number 1. Right, I think you're going reds. I know I've been chatting a lot. Reasons why you wouldn't go yellows. This yellow doesn't go past here, doesn't go in there, so it doesn't have any pockets at all. You can play it into this middle, but it means landing here, which isn't exactly mega easy from the layout. With the reds, these two look bad, but as long as you use this ball as a connecting ball to get down the table, they connect to each other. So you play this one, then this one. Really, it's how you deal with these ones. And then if you actually, worst thing about the reds is probably the black. So there's a little bit of work on either ball. Am I going to go yellows here, really? I don't think I can go yellows. Mind you, I can't leave these two till last. So what I'd love to be able to do, but I don't know if I can. Play that red first and get rid of this yellow. Just so I've got a pocket for the black. Doesn't even go in there. But I'm going to try and play into this yellow, but I don't know if I can. It's just moved it. At least the black now goes in there. I was hoping I'd be on this ball next, but the black now is a little bit more open. Now what? Can't see this red, I don't think. Otherwise I'd play it now. Can I? Ooh. Yeah, I'm playing this red. Am I? I'll play that and land in this gap for this ball next if I don't. Alright, we're relying on a little bit of cue ball control here and I haven't got it at the moment, so we'll see. Stop. See? Do cue ball control, or am I on it? Not good. Yeah, not good. I was trying to force that with a little bit of left-hand side, and obviously with the pace that I was playing it at, there was no way the left-hand side was going to kick in time. So it's that type of finish. At the moment, I think I'm a 1 in 5. Whereas, if I'd been practicing on this table, probably would have given myself like a 3 out of 5 chance of getting that. Okay, let's go again. So it's 1 and 3. I've had 1 clearance, 3 missed clearances. I'll ask you guys a little bit more input. How the... Okay. What colour? What separates me? Consistency and a winning mentality. Probably the 2 things that set me apart. Oh, and no safety game. That's kind of important. What colour are we going? Reds or yellows? Write it in the chat. I think there's really only one option. The easy way to decide what colour to go for when you look at both. First thing you think about, do they all have pockets? Look at which balls don't have pockets. This red doesn't have a pocket. This red doesn't have a pocket. This red doesn't have a pocket. So that's 1, 2, 3 reds don't have pockets. That yellow has a pocket. That yellow has a pocket once you move that. That yellow has a pocket once you move that. Obviously that one does, this one does, and that one does. So all yellows have pockets. 3 reds don't have pockets. You're always going to go yellows in this situation. The reason why a lot of people will go reds is because they see this really nice, easy first red. Just ignore the first ball. I've done that already. Wow. It's a good shot, Si. Good shot, mate. Hopeless. Absolutely hopeless. Alright, this is going to take me a lot longer to get used to than I thought it would. Anyway, we move on. So that is 1 and 4. To be honest, I'm surprised I've even got 1. I thought this was going to be 0 and 10. Anyway. Try it again and hopefully I'll leave myself an absolute dolly finish. I played on a different type of table all weekend that I keep thinking about how good that table is. And now I'm back to this table and I don't want to play on it. I'm not used to it. That's really the issue. It's going to take me a few days to get used to this again, I reckon. It's a bit of a better cue ball. I'll take the positives out of that. Still no ball down, but that's a standard. All right, reds or yellows? Reds or yellows? Use the logic that I gave you a second ago. This is a little bit tougher in a way. Right, so basically if this red wasn't here, you'd 100% go yellows here. Say if that red had been potted, because these 5 reds wouldn't be able to break this red out, right? Or would be difficult to get onto it. But you can play this red, say first, which gets you, because the cue ball's there, you can play this ball first, which gets you this red out second into this pocket. If you go yellows, you've got a really bad couple of yellows here. Again, if they were separated, I'd be tempted to go yellows because this yellow goes in this corner. However, yeah, this is too big of a problem that you need to move, whereas this one you don't need to, you just need to land on it. So we're going reds. Question is, what order do you want to take them inside? Do I want to play that one first? I think I do. I just want to deal with it, but yeah, I don't know the exact pattern. I'm going to try and work out a pattern though for a laugh. Right. Play this one first. Play this one second. Get to here. Play this one third. Hopefully have a good angle on that. To play this one fourth. Sorry. Third. Fourth, fifth, sixth, and then I'll either land here for this ball last or here for this ball last, and then from there leave it around where that red is and play the black in the corner. So it all depends on the first shot. So again, just trying to float up to around there so I can leave myself straight on that red. And then there, this ball. This ball, I kind of want to leave a little bit of an angle on that ball because I want to move away from the cushion. I don't want to be straight on it because I don't want the cue ball where the red is, because then that shot is difficult to get, well, it's harder to get in position for that ball. And then this one, get away from the cushion slightly to there. Choose, I've got a slight angle to go top spin off cushion. I could choose to play that there, like I said before, or there. Don't know how much angle I've got. I'm probably going to have to play this into here. I don't know if I've got enough angle to get to there. So it's going to come off the top cushion. Actually, I'm going to screw back to roughly here. Go. Now, anyone who's smart would play this and land here and play that, but I'm going to try and be fancy. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 and get straighter on the black. There's no need for me to do this, but it's a, why not? I'm doing it for a laugh. That's why you don't do it. That's why you don't get greedy and try and get yourself straight on the black. Anyway, we move on. Would have been a good clearance as well. Anyway, appreciate you guys tuning in. One of those days in terms of standard. It's going to take me a few days to get back to normal, I reckon. What is normal? All right. 105. Good stuff. That's what we love to see. For those of you who want to see some long form content on my YouTube channel, brand new episode of Pool Table Reviews was released today. Be sure to check it out. First one I've done in a pool hall, so you can see what that's like. Sure thing. Alright, what colour are you going here? Ball in hand. International rules, cue ball behind the line. Anywhere you want though. So that's a winner. Like this table. What colour are you going here? Reds or yellows? I mean, there's really only one option. You can't go yellows. We're going reds. This is the only bad ball. Can't use a development shot on it. Could potentially play that ball first to nudge it out, but you're queuing over that ball, and also you're not guaranteed to leave yourself something. I'm tempted to play it long to the corner first. I don't think many people would do that, but you could also play this ball first, try and go into it that way, or this ball, although I'm tempted to leave that ball. Yeah, I'm going long with it. Why not? This is so missable. Don't know why I'm doing this. Yeah, very missable. Told you. And now I've handed the table back to my opponent and they've dished me. Good stuff. Right, I need a little bit of practice on this, so I'm just going to keep potting balls. Oh, fuck. Look at that language. That was comedy timing. Right. Okay, no one heard that, right? I'm not even going to count that frame. Can't be bothered. I'm just leaving it at 1 and 5 till I get a dish to make myself feel better. Been playing all weekend, yeah, mate, on a table that's 10 times better than this. Mate, Gareth, how are you doing, bud? Alright, cool. We got a break. Finally. We're going reds. I'm not going to ask you because there's only one answer. We're going reds. Oh, that is annoying. Try and hit this yellow. I was like, oh, that's annoying, but I've actually landed plumb on this. Somewhere plumb anyway. Get over, ball. The table is in the link in my bio. Goodness me. Finally. Right, 5 and 2. No, it's 2 and 6. I can't lie, it's 2 and 6. Glad to hear, mate. Sabrina, thanks so much for the gift. Much appreciate that. Love the table review series. Nice one, Sam. Won my Public League match again last night. Nice one, Rusi. A little bit jet lagged from the drive back, were we? Or it's funny that you could literally fly to New York, have a couple of hours in New York, in the time it takes you to get back to Plymouth. Yes, Sabrina, thanks again. Table's so dead. Cloth's dead, the table's not dead. I'm going to get this cloth replaced in the next month, I think. All right. So dry break. It's not a great break. I'm just going to try and pop balls. I'm not planning on anything just yet. I'm going yellows, that's all I know. Leave me an angle. Leave me an angle. Right, I've got an angle to go into this yellow, but I don't really think I'm going to be leaving myself anything. Or be smart. Be smart. Just be smart. So the order that I hope will happen is that one goes there, that goes to there, but I don't know if I can get there now. There and then there. That way I haven't had to move any of these three. So again, I just forced it. Had the perfect angle on this. Mental. All right, 2 and 7. Good stuff. Yeah, it's a great club if you can get the chance to come up there. Great club. Count it as 2 points, you get a golden break. I should have done that, really. I tell you, I just love it for this ball to sit because it's. When you buy the table, does it come with the cloth and everything? You select which cloth you want. Now, obviously, if you get a higher level cloth like this is Strachan Superfine. This is probably the most expensive cloth you can get. Obviously, if you need an upgraded cloth, then you pay an upgrade. But yeah, then they fit the cloth, they deliver the table with the cloth fitted, and they set it up. That's all included in the price. But there's certain things you can like add on, like I think like accessory packs or pro cups, things like that, that make it more expensive, obviously. What? I was going to say what? Dry break? Shot. Oh mate, I just don't even enjoy playing on this right now, I'll be honest. That's one regret actually this weekend, is playing on that Rasson and now not being able to play on it. It's one reason why I wish I hadn't gone. Oh well. Oh well. Right, I don't really have a red. I can go for that one, but I'm just flying all over the gaff. I mean, I've got to go reds, really, but this is not going to last long. Perfect. Right. Just keep potting. Just keep potting. Oh, hit that yellow out of the way. I couldn't do anything else. Is there any point in me even attempting this? I mean, I'll try. But no, there's no point. Just re-rack. I didn't watch any of the finals, to be honest, because I was driving home. blue cloth with the dodgy rails. I mean, the rails are the same. The blue cloth was... Were the rails the same? Yeah, they haven't been replaced. The cushions haven't been replaced, but the blue cloth obviously was replaced a long time ago. Ugh. Okay, I'll ask the question, what colour are you guys going? Don't know, Rusey. Not sure. All right, so you could go either. I think on initial look, I like the yellows a little bit more. Don't love this red. You're forced into taking it down that rail. Then that leaves you that. So don't love this red. It's just far away from the others. Like, it's not 50-50, it's like a 64-36 in favour of yellows, I think, for most people. But the order would be, the question is, how do you get, like, this ball goes in this pocket, so does this ball. You can't get onto that ball from this ball, you're going to have to get onto that from one of these two. So at what point do you play this ball? Because if, say, you play this one, then this one, then this one, and then you're on this one, you've then got to get there, and then get back over to here. So you want to be playing this whilst the ball is over on this side of the table, not whilst you're moving over towards these balls. So how do you do that? That's what we're figuring out. I think what I'm going to do is go 1 to there, 2 to there, 3. That's what gets me over here for 4. That gets me here for 5 in the middle, which then gets me over to here for 6, and then the difficult thing will be getting from this ball. Won't be difficult, but then I'll just leave myself a long shot there, leave the cue ball here for the black. The only thing that makes that even remotely challenging is the angle I've got on this ball. It's not going to leave me a great angle on this, but we'll see if I can just hold position. I was not worried about it one bit. Okay, so now it's just connecting all those dots that I just mentioned. So top forwards by an inch to move over to there for that ball next. And then on this one, I don't want to be too far away from the rail. If I land here, I'm in trouble. I don't mind being on the rail for this next shot. Alright, and then it's a case of just leaving the cue ball. I mean, I would have liked to have been an inch away so I can get away from the cushion slightly. But this is going to be the hardest shot out of all of them. Okay, and then it's a case of topping through. I don't know what order I want to leave here. I'm just trying to get back to here after this ball. So all the focus is on this shot. If I make it, it should be a finish. And then just screw back to, well, halfway between cue ball and yellow. Or don't screw back at all, because this is not a Raton Apollo with a brand new cloth on it. I mean, I'm lucky to be on this yellow, but it's what it is. So that was an order. That was so funny, like, how do I hit that and then screw back that far, and I'm trying to get back that far. Anyway, we'll move on. Appreciate the comments, guys, and all the input. Again, just for practice today, I'll hopefully have a match. Oh no, I have got a match on Wednesday. It's at a weird time. It's like 1 PM UK time, so be sure to tune in if you can. For you Americans, it will be whilst you're getting ready for work, so all the more reason to delay going to work. Okay. It's the best break I've hit all day. Okay, cool. Best cue ball I've had. A little bit unfortunate to not have a shot on one ball. I have a shot on one ball and that's this one. I could maybe cut that into there, but that ain't happening. I wouldn't even know what to do in this situation if I was in a match. Can I get to that from this? I'm going to try and play a fancy carom billiard shot here. I would never do this in any other situation, but it's just because it's just a laugh, whatever. I'm going to try and dig down on this. And to be honest, I'm probably more confident with this shot than I am trying to pop that in that corner. So I'm going to try and hit the right side of that with a load of like stun-ish, backspin, whatever. Try and hit that red and pop it. It's a 1 in 10 shot, but we'll see. Hopefully this red doesn't get in the way. That red got in the way. Anyway, we move on. Oh, terrible Mario. Last 64 in both events. Absolutely could not pot a ball. And my break was tragic. But it's because I only found out after the tournament, which I practiced after the tournament, and it was unreal after the tournament, that really the only break you need for the Apollo is a cut break. And I played the front on break. Put it this way, I won my first game in the first event, 6-3. I had 5 breaks, 4 in-offs, 1 dry. That's how bad it was. But no, my head went when I was, I've done a vlog, so I'll post it, you'll be able to see. I'll probably post that this week at some point. Yeah, I saw that. I found out too late that all you need is the cut break. I would have started practicing it as well. Right, we're going yellows, by the way. Load more left hand side. Play it with power. Right, I'm potting the yellows as well. I'm not even counting this one. Potting the yellows. has a messed up clearance. How do I feel about American 9-ball tables, 9-foot American tables? I mean, the Apollo has very 9-ball-esque features. But basically, the reason why the Apollo is so good is because it has the flat, completely flat top frame. For me, that makes it, regardless of how people saying it plays tight down the rails, jumps out of pockets when you try and play off the jaws. Regardless, that top frame is priceless for a table. So that's more American. You tend to see that on 9-ball tables. But yeah, the game of 9-ball I've tried to get good at and tried to play, but I've just never had the same access to it, I would say. Obviously, I've had access to English pool tables my whole life, so where I'm not used to the game, it would probably take me, if I was to play American pool the same amount of time that I play English pool now, and completely stop playing English pool, I think it would take me to get to the level I'm at now in English pool, a year, 2 years, maybe even longer. Well, at the moment, actually, my English pool level is shite, so maybe a day. All right, what colour are you guys going? You've got ball in hand. Think about it. Ball in hand, behind the line. What are you doing? Where's this cue ball going to go? This is your test. It can go anywhere in this rectangle. Where's the best place to put it to give yourself a chance to win the game? Everyone's saying reds, which is very interesting because Will has nailed it. I would personally put that there and play the yellow out. The thing with reds, you could say play this one, which frees up the pocket for this one, but then where does this one go, right? Arguably, you could do this. You could play that red, try and screw into that and leave that. So reds are an option. Think about reds, that one next to the black doesn't go in that corner, so it does go in that one. But the black kind of blocks position for this middle to get to that. With yellows, I think the natural order would be something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you can get to there from this ball, you could play 6, 7. Where's the black going? Or, ideally, get to there, because then you can play 6, 7, and black goes middle. The hardest thing is going to be getting on the black from the last ball, I think, if I do that order. But Will finally got something, not right, but Will's suddenly starting to think like an attacking 8-ball player. Love it. You watch me miss this ball now, because I've been chatting far too much. Compensating for the slow clock here by playing balls at an absolute force. You could even screw back from this, but I'm just not going to. Now this is the thing I was saying about earlier. I'll make a choice here because I don't know where the black's going to go. If I leave this ball at an angle that leaves me here for this ball, I haven't got a pocket for the black. I'd have to stun, like somehow, and get into it. The ideal position is to land here, to play that ball, to land here, to play that ball, to play the black in the middle. But if you mess up position, say if you go short and you're here, you're not going to be able to play that last ball. I'm going to move out of the way. Sorry. You're not going to be able to play that last ball productively to get on this ball. So I think the higher percentage would be to try and land in this spot. Still, we've got the issue. Where does the black go? It's blocked on all 3 obvious pockets. 1, 2, 3. And 4. It only has 2 pockets. 1, 2. So I think you've got to play this. Go 1 all the way round through this gap to here. Play black in that corner. Not easy. but we'll try. In fact, I think this is perfect angle to come out for the black. Wait, let me just line this up. All right, that goes there. It's going to go there, there. And it passes. It's going to go there. Came off at the wrong angle. Should have hit it harder. Idiot. And now I haven't got a pocket for it. Actually, no, I do. It goes in here. You little... Anyway, we move on. You would give someone so they can get better at positional play. The circle drill, Hayden. Basically, in fact, it's probably something I need to do. So I'm gonna do it right now. I need to work on my positional play because this cloth is much slower than the ones I've been playing on all weekend. So I'm just under hitting most things. And then when I'm aware I'm under hitting stuff, I'm then over hitting to try and compensate. So there's no like consistency with my positional play at the moment, which is why I've had 11 breaks and I've made 3 clearances. So good. If you're not used to a table, if you come to a pub, for example, and they've got a cloth you're not used to, this is a good drill to do just to practice basic cue ball control. So everyone who's been watching my channel for a while knows this drill, but it's called the circle drill. So you're effectively trying to keep the cue ball in the circle without missing. This is not a beginner's drill. This is an intermediate to advanced drill. If you're intermediate, I would recommend playing the balls in any order. If you're advanced, try and play one ball, so all the yellows, then all of the reds, then the black. I haven't edited the vlog yet, Will, but I'll be posting it later this week. So we'll go with reds first, and we'll see if we can make something happen. So already I'm starting to lose the cue ball. This is the ball you want to leave till ideally last. The second you've got to play this, you know you have to be perfect after that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and square into a position. I'll show you. Not that position, because now I'm likely going to be starting this drill again, because you can see every angle on all these balls is pretty bad. This one I might be able to hold to here, but after that it's probably not going to be a finish. Yeah, let's do it again. So you can see, if you're out of position just once on this drill, it's going to mess you up. Guys on TikTok, hang out one sec. A live verification shot, as per usual. All right, let's do that again. Let's do that again, and let's try and do it by putting more than 4 balls. Okay, so let's go again. Is that all the reds? It is all the reds. Okay. Basically what you want with this drill is to leave yourself choices. You can see I've left a choice, 1, 2 or 3. If you're here, you're only leaving a choice of 1, right? So if you leave yourself multiple choices, you give yourself a few options. Thank you so much for the gift again, Sabrina. So you can see, bad shot because I've only left one choice, and now I have to screw back to this position, otherwise I'm not going to be able to finish this. Now you see, failed, start again. Because I overhit that last ball. So what's happening now is my brain is hopefully connecting to my body. And the more that I do this, the more that I'll know how hard to hit the ball in order to get it to go where I want. So it's all just practice. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I'm here, I've only got a choice of 1. If I'm here, I've only got a choice of 1, 2. So the more choices you give yourself, the easier this type of thing becomes. And if you can use this kind of practice in matches, you just take pressure off yourself. You leave yourself options for the best route. You don't always rely on being in an exact order for a pattern. Bad shot. I've left sort of 1, 2. I can't play this ball because I'm moving away over to here and I'll be out of the circle. So it's not a great shot. Should be able to recover this. So play this one to here, play that one, just screw back, and then obviously play that to the corner. The last time I did this where I overscrewed it, that time I kind of corrected that mistake and didn't underscrew it, I just hit it at the right pace this time. Again, I've left myself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 choices. Thing is, when you leave yourself choices, you leave yourself a chance to overthink. I've literally just ironed it. I've read that comment and distracted myself. The table doesn't need ironing, the cloth needs replacing. Can you iron any type of cloth? No. You can only iron napped cloths. If you iron any cloth, so if you iron a speed cloth, you'll burn it because it's synthetic. Whereas this is wool, or it's like part wool. I can't remember the exact what it's made of. Yeah, you would only ever iron a napped cloth. So just to give you an idea of like the difference between a speed cloth and a napped cloth. Snooker, they use napped cloths. American pool, you see speed cloths. So it's like, they just run completely differently. All right, let's see if any of that practice has helped me, well, get better. No. Alright, we're going yellows. Okay, so with yellows, It's not a high percentage finish, but there's a chance. The biggest issue, if you look at yellows, obviously with reds, if these two weren't blocking each other, you probably go reds, right? But the biggest issue with yellows is this yellow here. So already I'm thinking ahead, how do I develop that yellow, okay? So there's a pretty obvious way to do that. I really don't want to leave that ball till last because obviously the black goes in there. I'm just figuring out what my last ball is, and that will tell me how I can get this yellow into a position to play it. In fact, this yellow might be my last ball. It is going to be my last ball because then I can play it in here. So there's a little bit of thinking to do with this. What I'm going to do is, wait, let me just figure out this order. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, break that out, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's 1 to there, 2 goes in here. Now this is the key shot. I'm going to play that yellow off of that red. Oh, that's not going to be good actually because it's going to move that red right in the path of that yellow that I want next. I wanted to play that ball third, so I can't do that. All right, I need to get rid of these two balls earlier. So instead, what I'm going to do, oh my God, this is now just getting in my brain. Okay. I need to rely on a little bit of, not good fortune, what do I need to rely on? Good cue ball would be great. All right, so 1, let's go back. 1 to there, 2, needs to get me here. Play this ball third and just move that red slightly. I need to be able to see that ball to play it fourth, so I'm just going to go for that for now and I'll see what I'm left with. This is the key shot. The reason why I'm playing this is to open up the middle pocket for this ball. However, if I nudge that red now, it's naturally going towards that yellow, which I don't really want to do. I just want to flick the red and move it about ½ an inch. Am I on it? No, that was... Why didn't I just play it hard? Probably could have potted the yellow, but then it was risky. Didn't get enough topspin. I would have been on that yellow. I was sort of like, might be able to swerve. Might be able to swerve this. Oh my God, what have I done now? I haven't swerved it enough. Yeah, I just haven't swerved it enough. Annoying. Looking forward to getting that finish as well. All because that red was just going towards those yellows. Anyway, we move on. Should have had that. Should have had it. Nine-ball version of the Smart Rack is now available, I believe. I think they sell that now. Double check their website. Ugh. Right, what colour are you going, reds or yellows? I think I want to go yellows here. Oh, I'm going yellows because I don't like this red, whereas I could double that yellow. I'm going to go yellows. I need to ideally get to about, from this ball I need to get to about there. Oh my God, I've decelled on that so bad. Look at where I was trying to get to. Just completely decelerated on the shot. Remember, go through with the cue. So I'm going to do that again. That's what I was intending to do, but I just didn't cue it. Queuing. This would have been a finish. Yes, Lou, how you doing, mate? Thanks so much for the gifts, buddy. Did you do better in the challenge series? No. Than last year. I mean, I finished. Give you an idea of how bad I'm doing on the Challenger. Last year I finished ranked 21st in the amateurs on the IPA tour, and this year I'm ranked like 70th in tier 2. So yeah, I'm not doing great. I think, I don't know what, well, I know what it is, but it all sounds like excuses. Ultimately, do I like the single elimination format? Probably not. Puts a little bit too much pressure on. It's a feeling of, oh my god, I cannot lose a frame because it's going to put so much pressure on me. Like, yeah, I don't know. And me going for everything is maybe not advised in a single elimination tournament. All right, this is the best break of the night so far. What colour are you guys going? Reds or yellows? I thought there was only one colour, but it's being able to see a red. What red do you go for here? The reds are much better than the yellows in general. I much prefer where the reds are, but if we look at the yellows, I've got a ball. I can play this one first, but what's that going to do? Going to get me over here and I'm in no man's land. I can't play at a pace to try and get off table, so I'm probably going to have to leave that until I play this ball, right? So first yellow would be this ball. Where's second yellow? Screw back? No. Could play that. Basically, the reds are better because they all dominate the middle of the table. It's just the first red. I could play this to the middle. I'm going straight into that red. I'm probably going to hit that red and just tie both these up, but I've got to go reds. I can't go yellows here. Can't go yellows. The reds, where the reds are all in the middle of the table, they create a wall between the 5 yellows, which isn't great. So relying on a little bit of luck on this first shot. Oh, that is lucky. If that goes past that yellow, it just about squeezes past. That is a very fortunate shot. So as long as I don't do anything silly, should be a finish. Play that one now. I'll play that. The old cue ball control drill a minute ago is obviously working a little bit. Left a bad angle on this last red, but it does go. If you pinch the pocket, it goes. Yeah, I'll be back in November, mate. So reds were fine. It was only that first shot that was the issue. Yeah, that's it, JT. That's pretty much it. I think now if I'd missed on reds, it wouldn't have left a super easy finish on yellows, whereas if I'd missed on yellows, it probably would have left quite an easy finish on reds. Mate, I'm not comfortable on this table one bit. I'm actually mildly depressed that I'm playing on this table right now. Nice one, mate. All that watching attacking 8 balls finally paying off for you. Right, did everyone see that yellow bounce out mysteriously? Didn't bounce out quite far enough, but I think I've got to go. Reds. They're both terrible. Quandary. Do I play that now to break that yellow out, or do I play that now to break the black out? Both are things I kind of want to do. It might help if you actually broke the yellow out. Double, I think. I have to go for 2 doubles back to back. Really don't want to do that. Not back to back, but we're going to leave 2 doubles. Well, I thought I was going to, but I'm obviously not going to now. Still not even leaving 1 double. Still not leaving 1 double. Corner. Oh, go away. Whew. All right, probably going to give it another 5-10 minutes. Mate, Will's the master of pressure. Will just delivers the pressure, mate. That's a fun break. All right, what colour? Reds or yellows? What are you guys going to go here, reds or yellows? I think there's only one choice. Wrong choice. So if anyone's written yellows because you potted more yellows on, if anyone said reds because you potted more reds on the break than you have yellows, I'd probably disagree. I think all the yellows are away from cushions pretty much, apart from this one. You've got a nice easy, well, I say you've got a nice easy. Got one of these as your first ball, which connects to this one, or whatever. This one, bit stranded. That red, bit stranded. You're always going to go yellows here. You play this one first. If you can get to there, you can play this one second and then naturally move into a space like this. And then those 4 yellows should become quite easy from there. It's all about the first 2 shots. Shot. I shouldn't have been hitting the red there, but I've still got pockets for all these balls. So my circle drill I was practicing earlier, well actually I don't even need to try and float into position, this is all dot to dot. So hopefully you guys have been working on your patterns, you would see a natural pattern between the 5 balls. 1, to there, 2, to there, 3, 4, 5. Don't need to move the cue ball any more than a couple of inches away from each yellow. Apart from this first one, I'm going to get it closer to that yellow. Just want to be dead straight on this pretty much. Wow, I've absolutely butchered that. Terrible shot. I think that is my cue to end the live. So I'll give it one more frame, and then it's been an hour and a half, which is what I was planning on playing today, so perfect. Could have watched a film. You decided to watch Attacking 8 Ball play practice session. It's been dreadful. I very much appreciate it. Yeah, easy to get from that. Yeah. To be fair, there was a couple more. You could have done that yellow last. I think if I was a little bit more focused, I'd probably have potted that last ball. Bad excuse, but is what it is. Cheers, mate. Last one then. Let's go one more frame. Oh, and she's a doozy. What colour? Reds or yellows? Remember, just because you potted 2 of one ball on the break doesn't mean you have to be that ball. You're probably not going to go that ball in this situation. Every day of the week you're going reds, so let's get reds. This is the only bad red, so I've got to figure out, well, I've got to move it out. If I can get to here, I probably would be tempted to do something like play this one, get back to there, and then play this one and go into it or something. Just try and develop it early. I don't want to leave it too long. We'll see. See what we're leaving ourselves. Could go into it now. Tempted to go into it now. Gonna go into it now. Stun from that into this. Hopefully leave a shot on this. Okay, so I've left a shot on the ball I thought I would be on. And now it's sort of a dot-to-dot finish, but you have to keep the cue ball in a straight line for every single one, or you're not going to be able to connect the pattern. So it's 1 to there. Has to be straight on that ball to get to there, which has to be straight on that ball to get to there, which has to be straight on that ball to get to there, and then you have to get from this ball to the black. So that's the only ball that I need to leave an angle on. So again, that circle drill I was doing earlier, I'm going to try and hopefully use what I was practicing in that to get this finish. Am I dead straight? About a mil out, but I'll take it. So again, I'm looking at where I want to be next. To be dead straight on this red, I pretty much need to come back to where the cue ball is now. Should be good. To get from this red to the next one, I need to be in line, so basically in the line with the chalk and the red. It's pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. And again, just float down table, top spin, leave a small angle on this. Actually, I could just leave this straight as well and then screw back, and I've got it in the corner. So I need to land level with the chalk. That's pretty good. I'm maybe a bit too straight here. I need to screw back to here. She'll do. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Right. Finished. I'll finish on a high. Cool. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Be sure to hit that sub button on YouTube if you haven't already, or that follow button on TikTok. Again, if you haven't already. I'll next be live on Wednesday. I've got a match Wednesday at... Appreciate that, mate. I've got a match Wednesday at... What time? 1 PM UK time. 2 PM UK time. Yeah. So that will be cool. Be sure to tune in for it. Last second questions, feel free to ask. I've got my first match in the tournament which I launched, the locals tournament, where I'm going to be playing people with my head camera on. My first match is this weekend, so be sure to look out for when I post about that on my channels. In fact, if you're on YouTube, you probably haven't heard of that. If you're on YouTube, go check out either my TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook page. I've created a new tournament where I'm going round to different venues around the country and playing them with my head camera on. Playing teams of 3, me versus the 3 of them in a competition. If you want more info on that, be sure to check it out. But yeah, thanks to everyone on TikTok for tuning in. Much appreciate all the comments. I do see those all the time. Thanks to my sponsors, Q-Pros. Be sure to check out my BreakQ in the link in my bio. But yeah, thanks again, guys, for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one. Guys on YouTube again. That's good. Glad to hear that, JT. Be sure to tune into the next one. Have your notifications on for when I'm live. Check out my posted videos for now. I've got plenty of videos. Again, see all your comments and everything, so I appreciate that. Yeah, thanks so much for tuning. Be sure to hit the sub button. Attacking 8 Ball is the name of the channel. And be sure to check out the long video I posted today, which is a review of a pool table in my local area, in the pool hall in my local area. But yeah, thanks so much for tuning in, guys, and I will see you on the next one.